The American Revolution wasn't just a war. It was a global chess match. A rebellion so fragile, so chaotic, that at many points, the United States almost didn't survive at all. Today, we reveal the secrets behind America's fight for freedom, the betrayals, the spies, the hidden allies, and the impossible victories that changed world history forever. This is the untold history of the American Revolution, Part 2. In 1775, when the war began, America didn't have a real army, a navy, ammunition, training, or money. Washington took command of an army that was underfed, undertrained, badly clothed, and constantly deserting. Washington wasn't fighting the British first. He was fighting chaos within his own ranks. Soldiers lacked shoes. Many lacked guns. Disease killed more men than battle. Most people know nothing about the Culper Spy Ring, a secret intelligence network created by Washington. This group uncovered British troop movements, weapon shipments, and even foiled an assassination attempt on George Washington. Their techniques included invisible ink, code books, fake identities, and dead drop locations. These spies were so effective that Britain never discovered exactly who they were until 200 years later. In 1776, the British returned with one of the largest naval fleets ever assembled at the time. Over 30,000 British troops landed in New York. New York City fell. Washington's army barely escaped through fog, an event many soldiers believed was divine protection. The British believed the war was nearly over. They were wrong. Valley Forge, winter 1777. The army was starving. Men froze to death. Clothes were rags. Morale was collapsing. But a miracle happened. A Prussian officer named Baron von Steuben arrived. He didn't speak English, but he knew how to train an army. He drilled the troops in discipline, formation, firing accuracy, bayonet usage, and battlefield strategy. By spring, the army was transformed into a professional fighting force. It was Europe's greatest military mind, training America's most desperate soldiers. The American Revolution wasn't just America versus Britain. It dragged in the world. France joined to weaken Britain. Spain secretly funded the war. The Netherlands gave loans. Native American tribes split on both sides. Britain hired German mercenaries, the Hessians. This wasn't a rebellion, it was an international storm. Benedict Arnold was once a heroic American general, but he felt underappreciated, underpaid, and overshadowed. So, he secretly switched sides. His plan? Hand over West Point, one of America's most important forts, to Britain. If successful, the war might have ended immediately. His British contact was caught with secret letters. Arnold fled and joined the British Army. His name became the definition of traitor. Britain believed the South was full of loyalists. They were wrong. What followed was some of the most brutal fighting of the entire war. Guerrilla battles, towns burned, civilians caught in the crossfire. Heroes like Francis Marion, the Swamp Fox, led hit-and-run tactics that frustrated the British at every turn. The South became Britain's greatest mistake. In 1781, British General Cornwallis fortified Yorktown, Virginia. Washington saw an opportunity, but he needed help. France answered. The French Navy blocked the British fleet. Washington and French forces surrounded Yorktown on land. Cornwallis was trapped. For days, cannons shattered British defenses. Finally, the British surrendered. This was the moment that broke the Empire's will to continue the war. The iconic painting shows Britain peacefully surrendering. That's not what actually happened. Britain was humiliated. Many British commanders refused to appear at the ceremony. Even after the surrender, fighting continued in some regions. Negotiations took months. But finally, in 1783, the Treaty of Paris was signed. America was officially a free nation. The American Revolution wasn't simple. It wasn't clean. It wasn't heroic from start to finish. It was a story of starvation, betrayal, foreign intervention, strategy, resilience, and unlikely victories. America won because ordinary people, farmers, women, enslaved Africans, immigrants, Native American allies, and European supporters refused to give up. The real revolution was built on sacrifice. And that's the untold truth of how freedom was born.